So let's see here.
Who wants a bubble? Who wants a bubble?
Okay, hang on though. It's not live anymore because I had to restart it.
Yeah, but the bubbles would still show up on OBS.
Yeah, the bubbles were showing up on OBS.
Oh, but not on stream. That is weird.
No, the stream is on the monitor there. I'm going to call that the monitor. It's not going to show up because look, I had to restart it, so it's glitched out right now.
Okay, fine, cool.
It sure is a good thing nobody watches this stuff.
Boop, doop, boom, boom, boom. So are the bubbles showing?
Bubbles.
Where are the bubbles? Bubbles, I don't see any. But, oh, there's a bubble. The bubbles are there. What, do we even know what happened? Why there were no bubbles?
Sometimes, if I get it in the wrong order, if I start the stream, if I start OBS before I'm in Discord, it doesn't like it. It likes me to already be in Discord when I start the program. So, okay, I'm gonna get going now. Okie dokie.
Okie dokie. I'm gonna tell the boys.
So, for anybody watching here, oh, I just heard myself talking. Okay. For anybody watching, oh gosh, can you turn your sensitivity down more?
Yep, I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. Well, now I can't hear you talking on stream. Anyway, for anybody here who is watching, this is Chicagoland Speedway. We're doing, hopefully, 300 miles. This is going to be one of the most intense races for me and one of the most boring for you, dear viewer, because, so we're talking minuscule adjustments on the steering wheel to keep the car turning correctly. If I turn too much, the car just takes off. It's gone. So we're going to try our best. At the same time, I'm going to give a little bit of a lesson here about turbo boost limiter, but I want to make sure Artie can hear me.
I can hear you. Clips.
You're cutting in and out. Your sensitivity's too much now.
Alright. I'm sorry. I want to know why Hinchcliffe's name is yellow.
Because we were under caution, so I was supposed to stay behind him.
Oh, but he wasn't staying behind everyone else.
Well, we're not under caution anymore.
Okay, so give us a lecture.
Hold on.
About...
First, we're going to let things even out here because we're 3 wide.
Oh, okay.
Like right now, I am very focused on not crashing.
Well, yes, don't crash.
But like more so than normal. Oh, Sato just pumped me. That was not very nice. So the car is extremely sensitive right now, right? Like if I turn too much, it's gone. If I turn too little, I'm in the wall. So it's just this like wrestling match with physics here. And stupid AI.
Stupid AI.
And so I want it to settle out where we get more like single file before I start really talking about stuff here. Oh god. What are you doing?
I don't know.
Please
wondering what you're going to do to extra.
Please don't make humming noises.
Well, I'm getting into the spirit of things.
I understand, but I use audio cues from the engine to tell me what the wheels are doing.
Meow, meow, meow.
I can tune that out because it doesn't sound like that when you're in the car.
Meow.
See, that's the one when you hold the note. Also, it just kind of hurts. It's very shrill.
Okay, what if I add in mock dialogue? Reese?
Okay, so now we're looking to get a little bit more single file here. Now it's starting to get more relaxed where I'm not going to get just run over. Okay, so the turbo boost limiter, I just changed it. It says 0.10. On the car basically has an ability to drive faster, to have the engine produce more power. But it burns more fuel, and there's a lot of reasons why you wouldn't do it in a race in real life all the time, just like go as fast as possible all the time. There's a lot of reasons why you wouldn't. However, here the AI just gets set to what it's going to be set at as far as like what lap times they're going to do, and that's that. And so I'm having trouble with the AI where my tires wear out, so I have to drive the car slower. And at the same time, just for whatever reason, the more laps that the AI does, the faster it starts going. Like, you know, a tenth of a second every lap, it's a little bit faster. And so what I'm going to use the limiter, the turbo limiter here for, is basically keeping pace with the AI. So if I'm passing everybody a lot, where it's like it's easy, it's on easy mode, I'm going to turn the turbo down. And if it's the reverse of that, where I'm getting swallowed up by the AI, I'm going to turn the limiter up. Artie, I really hear my voice a lot.
Well, you're talking really loud. Do you want me to go in the other room? I'll go in the other room.
Kinda, yeah.
All right. I was gonna say, you probably didn't see it, but Award gave you the finger when you passed.
Probably did. But make sure you turn on the stream wherever you go.
No, I'm gonna be blind.
Okay.
I'm not even seeing it yet.
Watch your left. Watch your left. Hold your line. Clear. On your left.
Clear. My spot.
Clear?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Clear left. Left side.
Uh-oh.
Clear.
Whew, what a save. Okay.
Right side. Car right. Hold your line. All clear. 3 wide. Still there.
Well, you missed quite the save there, but we're not out of it yet. And we got swallowed back to 20th.
Clear.
I got punted from behind, like I said, dealing with the AI here. It's like a magic trick of, because I don't want it to be easy on myself, but at the same time, if I go too slow, they just literally will hit me and run me over. It's why I don't race with damage on while I stream, because I just can't take that into account.
Watch your left. On your left. Still there. Car left. Clear. Watch your left. Left side. 3 wide. You're on the right. Keep right. Clear left. Right.
Alright, so we got... Do you have the stream up?
Nope.
Okay. Well, we got set
You
back
remember
to,
how smart our smart?
well, don't try it on the smart TV. Try it on the Xbox or something.
Well, the smart start up.
Oh, okay. I understand. We got shuffled back to 20th. So we're going to have a hard time now.
Keep right. Clear. On your left. Hold your line. 3 wide. You're on the right. Clear left. Left side. Keep right. 3 wide. You're on the right. Hold your line.
Alright. Let's see here.
Watch your left. Car left. Hold your line. Keep right. 3 wide. You're on the right. Still there.
Are you...
Hold your line.
You're in 20th right now?
Clear.
Now I'm in 18th.
Left side. Left side. Keep right. Car left. All clear. On your left. Hold your line. Clear. All clear.
Okay, 18th. I got you pulled up. Well,
Okay,
now
good.
I get to watch.
Oh yeah, we're sponsored now, aren't we? You gotta watch commercials.
Clear. Car right. All clear. Watch your left. Keep right. Clear.
Or whatever they call it, affiliated.
On your left.
Affiliate, that's okay.
Clear left.
We're watching for this. I actually might be a better way. Let's here have
Watch your left.
we have 3 viewers. It's Abbott Costello is watching. Well, I don't know who Abbott Costello is,
Still there.
but they haven't said anything.
Clear left.
So
Clear.
All right, there we go. All right, up to 16th now.
little by little.
Little by little. If you notice, in turns 1 and 2, there's some real big skid marks. That was me saving the car, and if I do say so, it was quite the incredible save. That's not
Sorry,
helpful.
can't help it. I can't help it. Am I not supposed to get into it?
You can get into it if you want. That's fine, but not like that.
That's how I'm gonna get into it.
Oh, good.
Clear left.
I'll do
Who's the
over-
blue car?
That's Graham Rahal.
Clear right.
Are you gonna throw a beer can at him?
Your
No.
right. Hold your line. Still there. All clear.
Oh, you looked at somebody.
I doubt you picked it up, but I touched him very, very gently, but it was scary. So now we're up to 14th. Those skid marks right there.
Ooh, those are your tires.
Right side.
Get away from me.
Car right. Hold your line. All clear.
Somebody get this duck away from me.
All right, okay, we have a chance to breathe. I've got at least half a second in front and behind. That's nice. See, so a lot of it is going to be like this, where it's just riding around in a circle and there's space. Space is extremely comfortable, okay? But then there's going to be moments where it doesn't translate well unless you're holding the steering wheel, how close to like a pants shitting moment it is. And then there's going to be moments where it very clearly all of a sudden does translate, where I haven't, like when I Tokyo drifted through 2 turns there, where it's just like, oh man, something has gone wrong in a hurry. But like, because I'm driving and because I know how the car is reacting to what I'm telling it to do, there are very clear signs when it's getting unhappy. The thing is that it's unhappy the whole time. This car is just, from the start to the end here, is going to want to try and spin me off into the nether realm. And I'm just fighting it.
Into a pocket dimension.
Yeah.
I actually think that would be the most impressive Indy race I've ever. Someone just careens into, outside of reality. Oh, he's gone. I've got my questions pulled up.
Okay. Go ahead.
Is this the bad question time?
It's always.
Should I go?
This whole race is a bad one for questions. There's no time for me to relax. But we can try this.
We can try this. We can skip for another race someday. No, it doesn't have to be today.
Okay.
Do you want to skip for another race?
This is why I was trying
there
to
a
get one of
better
the
race
other.
for this?
Well, this is why I was trying to get the boys in here with me, because this one is so laser focused that it would be better. And then we have to make pit stops, which is terrifying in its own way. We'll get there when we get there, but I'm gonna need complete focus and silence when I'm going in for the pits.
Right side, on your right. Hold your line. All clear. Right side.
Yeah.
Hold your line. Clear.
Whoever's in last place, I can see on the little mini map in the top right corner. They are way far behind. Something probably happened to them.
Clear right. Clear.
All right, up to lucky number 13 here.
Clear left.
Yep.
Left side.
You change your view just for a half moment there. And I
Yeah.
thought somebody hit you.
No, that's me
Oh,
checking
you're
to
real
see
close.
if yeah. I'm gonna check a lot to do that or that, just to see just how close we are at times.
You see, Nifty, if you had automatic self-driving cars, this wouldn't be a problem. You could answer my question.
Put it
Not
on
have to worry about
cruise
it.
control, yeah.
Every single driver just puts it on cruise control.
Clear. Clear. On your left. Hold your line.
No one gained or lost any position.
Hold your line. Clear left. Clear left.
Where's the jumps or the oil slick?
And where are the jumpy trucks?
Clear.
Whee!
Left side. Car left.
You know what I'm talking about with the jumpy trucks, right?
Yeah, and then remember the video I showed you where they're all just like, whee!
Yeah, that's right. All right, don't. All right.
All clear.
I knew the blue car there was going to come down to the apex right on the front bend there, and I didn't want, as you saw before I started streaming, if you go down to the white line, you're a goner. So I knew he was going to shove me down there, so I just kind of backed out of it. There's a lot of race left. Why do that? Oh, they're going 3 wide in front of me. No, I don't want any part of that. I'll just stay back here. It's fine. You guys
Red, yellow, and blue. They'll have fun.
You guys go crazy.
Still there. Hold your line. All clear. Clear.
I'm definitely starting to feel that the tires aren't turning as well as they did at the start of the race. Yeah, we're all conditioned yellow or worse there, so we're going to start trying to, well, God, oh gosh, oh gosh.
3 wide.
Hunter Ray hit me in the back there,
Watch your left.
shoved me forward
yeah.
into the blue car.
Why would Ryan Hunter Ray be such a jerk?
I don't know.
Clear left. All clear.
Probably because he's simulated.
What a
nugs.
I'm gonna send an angry email.
Clear left. Watch your right.
Well, what if I tweet Ryan Hunter Ray and say stop being a jerk?
Yeah. I don't think he'd know what you're talking about.
Well, then I'll link the stream to him, and then all of a sudden we'll have 1 million viewers. If he responds to
but
that
all
tweet,
of them will be angry Ryan Hunter Ray fans. You leave
Hey,
my
viewers
boy
are
alone.
viewers. Viewers are viewers. Angry attention is still attention.
Any press is good press.
Exactly.
Turn, you stupid car. So, can you see where it says lap, and then I don't know what lap you're seeing, but it's lap 42 for me.
I am 2 out of 200, 50, 42.
What was that? 42?
42 out of 200. I'll tell you right
Yeah,
when it
43.
hits 18 and do it. Because I'm like at least 7 behind.
You're breaking up a little bit. You might want to turn your sensitivity like the other
Yeah, I'll fix that.
way now, since we're not in the same
Fix
room.
it. That's better. Okay. Right about now is when I hit 18 minutes. So,
Oh, okay, so you're about 8 seconds behind me.
hey, I had a pretty good guess. I guess 7. So,
Um,
because I can hear when you go, oh, whoa, 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 and
Yeah.
then like 10 seconds later, I see somebody hit you in the back.
Anyway, so on lap 50 and change, like 52 or so, is when pit stops start. So we've got, about 5 to 10 more laps before we're going to need to pit. And that's going to be scary as fuck. So,
I mean,
Buckle
not
up.
the actual pit, just leaving the pit, right?
entering the pit, being in the pits, it's all basically like driving on ice.
You can't get hit while you're in the pit, right?
I can. Yes, I can.
I mean, like while you're parked and they're working on your car, you can get hit.
Why can't I?
Wow, okay. So bad scripting.
Oh, man, there's a
When
whole
you're
knot of cars in front of me there. Holy crap.
Maybe they'll take each other out.
Maybe they'll somehow figure out how to take me out.
Oh, like that?
Yeah, exactly like that.
Maybe like that?
Okay.
I like
Blue car, very slow.
Okay. I like how your radio guy is just like kind of doing a what was it, like a Kentucky auction.
Yeah.
On your left, is that the left line here? On your right, 3 wide.
Coming around for lap 49. The other thing is they're going to pit a couple laps before I do. Just trust me on that. And I'm going to have to avoid them as they slow down. They're going to like throw out a parachute behind them metaphorically and slow the fuck down. And I've got to make sure not to hit them. And then the reverse is true. When I come in, they're going to be trying to hit me. So and we got to do this 3 times.
I'm imagining like Mario 64 when Mario goes flying into an invisible wall with the cannon, and there's just like a little spray of stars, and he goes like, "Oof!"
Yeah, exactly.
Is that what we're gonna hear right in front of the pit? Just oof.
This is going to be scary. Alright, that turned out okay. That was actually a good racing moment with the AI. That's rare. Alright, first place is pitting. So now I need to be like extra aware not to run people over.
Hey, it's my man Paganow. I thought that was Ryan Hunter Ray again.
No, Paginow's a little bit yellower, if that makes sense. My tires are just shot though.
What is the number after their name? Is that their position?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Hey, it's Wiggins.
Yep.
And there's
Alright, there they
Ray
go.
Hall again.
All right, so now we're going to come in next time around because we're going to have clear track behind us, which is going to make it easier not to get run over. So give me some peace and quiet here for a sec, okay?
No car noises. Got it. Crew is ready for pit stop.
Ooh, okay. Step 1, done. Now we're going on to step 2 very quickly here.
Car right.
Got to just ease it in there. Okay. And then there's going to be like a step 3, and then we'll be good to chat again.
You're in first.
That's not going to last.
Enjoy it.
Careful as you recline the race.
I think you gained a couple positions there.
We're not
While
through
you're
it
losing
yet.
them.
We're not through it yet. All right, there we go. Okay, now I can converse again. That's how long that whole pit stop exchange feels sketchy as fuck.
How many positions did you just lose?
Probably about 5.
Clear.
Why do they get faster the longer they race?
I don't know why.
Clear right. Right side. Clear. Clear right.
Okay, all right. So 16th again. We've been here before.
Left side.
Okay, he like slowed down, and I had no choice but to like
Yeah.
go around him there. If he does that again, I'll just pass him on the inside.
On your right. Car right. Hold your line.
Yeah, see.
Clear.
He gets to, that guy gets to that point in that turn, Jimmy Johnson, and just kind of slows down a little bit, which is fine, but it just meant I had to kind of recalculate how I was going to try to pass him.
Where is the track?
This is just outside of Chicago. A little southwest of it, if I remember correctly. Joliet, Illinois.
Joliet.
Joliet.
I don't think those are real people in the stand.
They might be. That's all of my
I don't-
Twitch viewers.
All of your Twitch viewers.
Ah,
You know
crap.
that's like 8 people, and they just copy pasted them over and over.
Hey, 8 would be an improvement on my usual ratings for these races.
3 wide. You're on the right. Still there. Clear. On your left. Hold your line.
I honestly thought this would be a longer race, but you're already a fourth the way through it.
Yeah, just as long as I don't fuck up.
Well, I mean, that just means you're more than a fourth the way through it.
Okay.
Car left. Still there.
Now the leaders, including myself, are coming into lapped traffic, slower cars, and that's going to slow them down, which gives me a chance to kind of respond and try to catch up.
Car left. Hold your line. Clear. Clear
Let's
left.
get hit by these slow down cars.
All right, see, now I'm putting the limiter all the way up just to try and stay competitive here.
Do they have limiters?
They do, but they're not smart enough to use them.
Watch your right.
So, well, when I say limiter, I mean turbo limiter. Holy crap, hang on.
Car left. All clear.
Oh my goodness, all these cars.
Side. Clear. Left side. Still there.
Why is O'Ward being so crazy?
Right. 3
Uh,
wide. You're on the
he and I were just pretty similarly suited and driving around each other. I'm scared.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! Why has that happened?
Ah. Ah. Oh.
They just stopped in the middle of the straightaway. I don't know. I don't understand that.
You didn't spin.
I didn't. I kind of pinned it between that guy and the wall in order not to, but works for me. This is why I keep damage off, just for those moments where it's like, well, that's clearly just stupid AI. Yeah, those skid marks look real squiggly.
It makes an entire car coal out of view, but the tire marks will stay. Ah. That's not a good place to stop.
So the lapped cars are slower, and it's causing everybody to have a problem when they try to pass each other and all that. So that's what's happening.
Well,
Fast cars are coming up behind slow cars.
Yeah, you're going what, 215 miles an hour or so? Okay, 220. I was wrong, but do these cars that get lapped, do they expire as in they can't keep racing, or?
No, they keep racing.
Okay, so it's like there's never any, you've lapped them 3 times, therefore they're not going to be in a race anymore or something
no,
like that?
That doesn't happen in here. In real life, Indycar has this rule about maintaining, I think it's 110% of the leader's speed. So if the leader takes 20 seconds to make a lap, if they go more than 22 seconds a lap for a series of laps, then they get thrown out. But because you're just too slow, but no such thing here. Hey, I'm on lap 69. Nice.
You need to up the lap count about 3 times so that we have a 420. And your blood pressure will go even higher.
See, we're coming up on another big knot of slow cars here. Very scared. Very scared. Okay.
Doing a dance. Are you going to be inside or out?
Inside. For Hinchcliffe here. Although, okay, there we go.
Yeah. He might push you in further though. It's scary. Come on, Sato. I've heard you're nice.
Not when a race is happening. Between the start and the end of a race, he is the opposite of nice. But then he gets out, and he's just the most nicest, smallest Japanese man you've ever met.
Oh God. He almost was. Oh, I'm nice, man. I treat you well. Good race, good race. You're dead to me.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh no.
He's cutthroat. He's cutthroat in the car, which is the opposite of his personality out of the car. It's funny. All right, that was really scary along the outside there.
Yeah, but you made it. Yeah, but you made it. Whoa, Sato, what the heck? Why did you slam on the brakes? That's not a red light. There's no red light there. There's no stop sign there.
So there's a way this game does blue flags, which blue flags are when a lead lap car is coming up on a car a lap down. In racing, they'll be shown a blue flag. And this game has settings for severity of blue flags. So if in Formula One, if you're shown a blue flag, you're expected to pull over as soon as possible to let the leaders go by. In Indycar, it's cautionary. You're not required to do anything about it normally. And this game kind of normally approaches it more like the Formula One thing. So what happens is when a lead lap car gets up on a lapped car, they literally do try to hit the brakes and get out of the way. And that on these kind of tracks causes a pileup, which now I've tried to change that setting outside the game, and I thought I had to where they would ignore it, but I guess I didn't because we're still getting that slamming on the brakes thing. So
I'm just picturing like they see a blue flag and they're just and they slam on the brakes as hard as they can. Doesn't matter. They're not trying to pull over. They're not trying to get out of the way. That means slam on the brakes, so they just collide into the guy in first. Did I drop out of the chat?
no, you're still here. You're still here. I was just thinking.
Okay, it got really quiet.
Yeah, it did. Sorry, I'm just kind of thinking about how things are going here. We're in 7th place, which is pretty good. We're about...
Yeah, I was saying, like...
Yeah, so, well, what's happening is I haven't really done a lot of, like, good competing with cars. What's happened is that a lot of cars I was competing with kind of just got choked off by the cars that are a lap down, so...
I don't think that's unreasonable in a race, though.
It's unreasonable on how it's happening here. No one would ever slow down 100 miles an hour. Like, that would obviously cause a pileup, but it is realistic as far as, like, negotiating that kind of traffic is part of how IndyCar is. So... Oh, shoot, I don't have the standings on the screen. Oh, well. I guess nobody gets to know what the standings are right now. I do believe that Dixon is leading the championship. Oh boy, here we go with more of this.
Watch your right.
Okay.
Clear.
More cloggy. Yep.
Clear. Left side. Watch your left.
That one was close.
On your left. Hold your line.
Woof.
Clear. All clear.
Yeah, your radio guy is going nuts.
Left side. Watch your left. Clear. Car right. Clear right.
Oh no. Oh, that was really close too.
All right, we're through it.
Like man or whatever, the guy's in 42nd.
Yeah, Pippa Man, that's a girl.
That is unfortunate.
I love Pippa.
Pippa man.
Yeah.
New. I mean, it feels like people have kids and then name their kids to be Indy drivers.
Yeah.
Willpower, like
That
for
one
real.
definitely. That one definitely.
All clear. Watch your right. All clear.
There we go. Okay. All right.
I don't want to break your concentration. I just don't know your
What's
tire
up?
quality.
There it is. We're doing okay. Is the
Okay.
first stint? Remember how I said I drifted through the turn?
Mhm.
That shreds tires when that kind of thing happens. Since I haven't
Right.
had an incident really like that, we're doing okay.
Well, you got this squiggle that you just drove over on my screen,
Yeah, the squiggles were bad, but they didn't go on that long, and just because of the type of squiggles, that was more like evenly laying down rubber as opposed to sideways sliding, if that makes sense. Think of it like how hard it is to pull Velcro off if you go sideways as opposed to long ways, kind of a thing. Here comes another clench your butt moment with the AI here. This is really unfun with the way that they're getting so slowed down. This is really kind of unfun. And I thought I had fixed this, but I guess I did not. So, in fact, I'm kind of thinking whatever settings I changed went the wrong way with it, because I don't think it was this bad before I changed things, but Oh well, I'll just change them for next time, and this time we're just going to deal with it.
That was Castroneves?
Yeah, he's actually competition here. He was for position.
Car left. Left side.
He sounds like someone off of a Castlevania game.
Helio Castroneves has won the Indy 500 4 times. Well, depends who you ask. There was a controversy for one of them, but we're not going to get into that.
I see Newgarden, but I don't know who's with Newgarden up there.
That's Ericsson. Ericsson. Marcus Ericsson.
On your left. All clear.
At least. Oh no, you got Patrick Award right behind you too.
Yeah, he's coming up.
He wants that coveted 5th position.
I mean, yeah, they pay out points better the higher up you get, so.
Left side. On your left. Clear left. Clear.
I was gonna say.
Clear. Watch your left. On your left. Clear. Left side. Keep right. Keep right. Still there. Hold your line.
He's neck and neck.
All
Yep.
clear.
This is good. This is a good battle right now. And I might lose it, but that's okay. But now we're coming up on a slow AI car, and it's just going to ruin everything, right? Like,
Clear.
that was good. That was a lot of fun. Now I'm just going to pass him because that crap happened. So,
Pass. Yay!
I mean, if I try to slow down, I'm going to crash. Like, about the only thing I can do is try to keep going forward and not crash. So,
What is E. Carpenter's first name?
Ed. Ed is very good at oval tracks and very bad at not oval tracks. So much so that even though he owns a team and he owns cars, he only drives the oval tracks, and then he hires a different guy to do the road courses.
Turning right. It's a challenge.
I mean, it's a different style of racing, and he's just not good at it.
Car right.
And you know what? I give him a little bit of credit for, even though he owns the car and all that, he could totally be like, well, this is my car, and I'm going to be sucky at it no matter what, or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, he could really put himself in there and make it unfun for everybody, but instead he's like, well, I'm not good at this, and we could give some young guy a chance or something, so.
Keep left. Clear.
Whew.
Go.
At the end of that turn, I almost spun out. I don't know if it really translates, but trust me, it almost happened.
Well, I just saw Carpenter. Did he draft on you?
Right.
Oh, yeah, of course. All right, so we're at 97. Now, remember, pit stops kind of happened at number 50, lap 50. So they're going to happen at lap 100 now. Ish. Probably a little after, probably like 104. But we'll see. We'll see how long the AI can go without pitting. Oops. Let me just kiss the wall. No big deal.
Watch your left. Watch your left. Keep right.
Hey, you can pass me, but don't run into me. Jeez.
Still there. Watch your left. Clear left. Car left. Watch your left. Hold your line.
We're coming up on Pippa Man again.
Clear. Left side. Clear. Watch your left.
Are you lapping Pippa Man again?
Clear left.
Or is
She's
it-
coming up, yeah. She's that blue car up there, I think.
Ooh.
Halfway.
Not yet for me. There you go.
Okay, I touched the white line, and I really had to back out of the gas to not crash. There's Pippa. Bye, Pippa. Meow.
On your left. All clear.
See, like in real life, she wouldn't be that slow. You know what I mean? But like, I don't know. The way this game's going, I don't know how to fix that. Because if I go in there and set her talent file higher, then even though I don't want her like slow like that, I don't want her to be trying to win the race, because that would be unrealistic in the other direction. You know what I mean? And like, so.
I'm just here to have a good time. Turn left.
No, she's a serious competitor, and like, honestly, it's a lot of these cases where like a lot of good drivers just never get the shot with a good team, kind of a deal. And so it's just one of those things. I mean, that said, I don't think Pippa Man would have ever been a Joseph Newgarden. No offense, Pippa, but you know what I mean. Like, but you know.
Well, I've got a tweet I need to make real quick. Hold on.
I honestly don't think many people would disagree with that, but they might call me sexist anyway.
Now that you brought attention to it, you sexist. But just like, I really think it'd be funny to have like a whole bunch of people held these drivers personally accountable for the things that their AI. Wah, wah. Rude.
That's, if I hit the wall that hard with damage on, my race would be over, but what was I supposed to do, right? And clearly, VK up there should be messed up. He should have a lot of damage, but he doesn't, because he's AI and it just doesn't simulate it well. So like, the AI doesn't really like hurt itself when it runs into things, right? But it would hurt me if I ran into things like that. So to keep it even, that's why I keep damage off, especially when I'm streaming, because it's so hard. Like, there's already like a certain amount of my like processing power in my brain going to just talking, that when I used to not stream, when I used to just do this and then throw the recording stuff on YouTube, I did have damage on. So like, just, you know, that little bit. All right, they're coming in at 106.
Are they going in?
Yeah, they're going in. Here's Ed Carpenter kind of, you know, coming up the track on me. Thank you, Ed. All right, we'll go in next lap, I think.
Whoa.
Although we might regret this, because right now we could go in. We have clear track behind us, but next lap I can't guarantee it. But I wanna stay out one lap longer than the AI, just because. Okay, Pato. Okay, all right, we're gonna stay behind him. Ah, this is a mistake though, but okay, all right.
Did you call for a pit already?
Yeah, I'm coming in, hang on. Shit, I might have sped on pit road there. I might have a penalty, which would just completely fuck this whole thing. But
Car left. Clear.
How do you know?
Watch your left.
when I exit the pits, they'll let me know.
On your right.
Oh gosh.
Your line.
Pit road speed limit was 61 and I hit the line at 63, so
Watch your right. All clear.
don't.
Wah.
Alright, they let me get away with it. That was very nice.
What do they do with a penalty?
I have to drive through the pits
Right.
again.
Clear right.
Oh, like at 60,
Yeah,
1 mile an hour?
yeah.
Oof.
So I'm
Maybe
very
there's two
glad.
lines,
I'm very
or maybe the line isn't exactly where.
Well, there is a little bit of
Usually.
fudging that in real life and probably in the game it lets you do. But I fudged it as much as I could there, I think. Which is okay, that's fine.
Hey, it's Colton Herta. I even know his first name.
Yeah.
He's He's got long hair.
He does. He's having an average day.
He woke up, had some orange juice, had a piece of toast, and said, "Today's gonna be a great, calm, average day."
He plays the drums.
Well,
He plays the drums.
I'm gonna sneeze. Oof. I've got a sneeze building.
I think I feel the sneeze coming on.
Watch your right.
So we only have to do one more pit stop, which is nice. It's nice not to be... It's nice to just,
On your left.
you know, only one more. Just got to nail that sequence one more time.
It's McLaughlin.
It's Sarah McLaughlin.
Yeah, exactly.
On your right. Clear.
It's Scott. Scott
If you listen
McLaughlin,
closely,
I think he's either 2 or 3-time V8 Supercar champion, but yeah.
is that Ed Dow Jones, the guy in charge of stock market?
No.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Calm right. All clear.
Okay, we made it.
I hear you freak out, and then I have to wait. And then you're like, okay, we're good.
One of these times you're going to have to wait, and I'm not going to be good. You're just going to hear more shouting.
I'm still waiting for the item boxes to show up. You've got a coin.
Left side. On your left. Still there. Clear.
I cannot read that name.
Fittipaldi.
Watch your right. Clear.
Fittipaldi.
He's from a long line of racing family. Oh god. Oh, that was close.
Right side. Clear.
There's a wiggle there that I don't know if you can tell, but sometimes when the car wiggles in a certain way, it's really on the edge. And it was really on the edge there.
Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
I'll go back and look at the replay on lap 116. There's a scary wiggle. I'll show you. See if you can kind of read it.
Watch your left. Watch your left. Keep right. All clear.
You're gonna pull a Sebulba from the first Star Wars movie?
All right.
I don't know what that means.
You throw a wrench at the car next to you?
Oh, no. Can't do that in this game.
Well, this game is not realistic.
Watch your right. Right side. Still there. Hold your line. Left side. Still there. Keep right. Hold your
Ow.
line. Keep right.
This is good, though. This is a good battle. All right, there we go. We won that one. Remember how I said it's a good battle and we lost it with O'Ward earlier? That was a good one and we won it. Well, he's coming back, but I think we'll slam the door.
You're just like, I'm sick of the AI slamming on a brake right in front of me. I'm gonna do that.
Pretty much. I came down and didn't give him a line through the turn. I just like, nope, sorry, nope.
You get nothing, you lose.
It was not very nice. It wouldn't have been very nice in real life, but it is something you'll see them do sometimes, especially when they've had enough. You know what I mean? Like, we've been side by side for 5 laps. You're behind me. It's over. Just settle down. Oh, we're coming up on a big throng of cars again.
Left side.
Ooh, don't pull out. Okay, you're going to pull out.
Hold your line. Clear. Car left. Still there. On your left. Clear.
They're squeezed.
All right.
It's hinge clipped again.
Yeah, you remember when he started in front of me? Oh god, the game.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Okay, the game froze there. That was scary. Okay.
Oh. Yeah, it's a freeze for me too.
All right. Hinchcliffe started in front of me, and he's in 34th now, so that's a bad
He's
time.
having a bad day.
Yeah. Another big mess of cars in front of me here. Like a big mess. Gonna hit it in about 4 seconds.
Watch your left. 3 wide. You're on the right. All clear. Watch your right. Watch your right. Hold your line. Clear.
All right, we figured our way through that. Shoot. Just grind it down. Just okay.
Left side. Clear. Car left. All clear. Watch your left. Car left.
So I came up on them in a hurry. Again, that's one of those things that just kind of happens because it's a little unrealistic with how different the speeds are. And I didn't know what to do because I would have been exiting the turn right as I was coming up on them. So I decided to just kind of like grind it into the wall because that would be safe. And like a sim racing league, wall grinding is like cheating, but here it's a means of survival for me. So.
Clear. All clear. On your right. Clear right. Left side. Left side. Still there. Clear left.
They do this to you like over and over. You get someone on your left and someone in front of you, and there's just nowhere for you can go, and then they just kind of like smash you into the wall.
Yep. I get boxed in, and then they're not smart enough to not hit me.
Watch your left. On your left. Hold your line. Clear.
Hunter Ray is also in 28th. That's a bad day for Hunter Ray. Remember, he was fighting me for a position for a little while ago. I'm going to bet something happened in the pits between Hinchcliffe and Hunter Ray. And Alex Pillow in 27th. That actually, I forgot to turn on the standings, but that has like championship implications because he's up there in the standings. So him having a bad day means things. This is going to be bad for me.
Watch your left.
Okay.
Car left. Hold your line. Keep right. All clear.
Oh, why did he suddenly slow down? You were neck and neck to that guy, and then all of a sudden he stopped.
It's the way the AI kind of reads corners sometimes. Coming off this last turn, they think they're about to get squeezed really hard into the wall, and so they slow down. And coming up on Pippa again.
Poor Pippa.
Yeah, seriously. She's not, a legend, but she's not this bad in real life. And I just want to go on record as saying sorry, Pippa.
On your right. Clear right. Left side. On your left. Hold your line. All clear. Clear. On your right. Clear.
Hey, getting sleepy TV.
Yeah, it does. It does what it's here for. What was that? That orientation at my job years ago.
Whoops.
I don't
wrong
think I
button.
told you that story. The presenters going through the. Oh.
That was
Pause.
me.
The
I'm
presenters-
changing the boost, and the boost buttons and the pause buttons are mapped close together on my steering wheel, so I just slipped and hit the wrong button.
That's probably not a good thing.
I don't have anywhere better for it. So anyway, your presenter at work, go on.
This was like years ago when I had my orientation, but my presenter at work, there was someone else in my orientation that kept falling asleep. And she woke her up. She says, "Is there something wrong? I need, if you need to go up and get a drink of water, we have coffee. I can't have you sleeping while I'm talking about this." And she goes, "Yeah, but you're so boring."
Wow.
I'm like, wow. I don't think you need to be here. Like, jeez.
Did she keep the job?
I don't know.
Oh, boy.
She did not work with me anymore.
All clear.
She didn't work with me ever. Don't hit it.
Car left.
Oh, you crossed the white line and you're still in the game.
Yeah. It's not bad. It's not as bad on the back straightaway. Because what makes the white line so bad is that it marks the change in the banking. And on the back straightaway, it's almost the same. I mean, you can kind of see it here as I come around. It's almost the same level. But if I would have tried that in one of the turns here, I would have been a goner.
What you need is a triple mushroom, and then you can turn extra sharp and go through the grass.
I'm going to be honest, not on ovals. It doesn't work on ovals. But you see in the bottom right corner where it says P2P? Or no, it says NA. I'm sorry. See where it says NA below my speed thing?
Yeah.
That's for the push to pass. And it's not available on ovals. It's just part of the shtick of IndyCar. But on road courses, I'm not going to lie, I do kind of use that as a super mushroom. Like, at the end of the race, I get to push it 10 times, and it gives me extra horsepower. And so I save it, and I hit it 10, like for the last 10 laps of a race. Oh boy, this is a lot of cars. Okay, all right, okay. I'm just gonna.
Left side.
Oh, it was Pippa
dang.
again. Everybody was stuck behind
Car
Pippa.
right. Clear.
Wow, and then as soon as they squeeze around her, everyone's just like, yeah, bye.
We're just gonna say she's having a bad, like her car is having a bad day. I don't trust any of this either.
Car right. Clear. On your right. Hold your line.
They're doing that thing on a warrior, no, on a Rhythm Heaven Fever. It's a cat and a dog
On your left.
flying around IndyCar playing badminton.
All clear. Left side. All
Oh,
clear.
Scott, hi. Oh.
Right side. Clear right.
Hello.
Left. On your left.
It's like
I'd like to tell you about this opportunity in Cincy.
it's like the fucking Kool-Aid man just coming off that corner, just dropping right in front of me there. Oh yeah.
Just cut you off. I want to tell you about this great opportunity.
Yeah.
How do you want to make
You can say
$30,000 a week at home?
You can say $5 a month on your cable bill.
Watch your right. Watch your right. Clear right. Left side. On your left. Hold your line. Still there. Keep right. Clear left. All clear. Car left. All clear. On your left. Keep right. 3 wide. You're on the right. Clear. Car right. Right. Clear.
Okay, Marco's going to slow down. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Oh, don't do that, Scott.
All right. All clear.
Very not nice of you. We're getting down to close to time for the last pit stop here. Probably about within the next 10 laps or 10 or 12 laps probably.
I hope there's no bunnies on this track.
Me too. Oh, we're gonna back out of this. I don't want to.
Clear.
Hey, do you guys want to be part of this gang? No?
There's 3 of them, and they're all behind a slower car with Oriole Servia and 38th there. So that means at any given moment, Oriole Servia is going to stomp on the brakes, and I don't want to be the guy that hits him in the back.
Car right. Clear.
Oh, look, you just stopped on a brake.
Yep, I told you at any given moment here. So I'll just drop back and let him do it, and then
On your left.
go ahead and pass him.
Hold your line.
Oh, did you just tap the wall?
Just a little bit. I do that occasionally. In real life, that would be devastating. Here, I've got damage off. And if it's what I need to do in order to keep the race going here, that's how it's going to be. Got another knot
Why
of
is
cars coming up.
Scott Dixon able to go so fast?
Well, like I said, at the end of a run, like they pit and they're slow, and then by the time they need to pit again, they're fast. So
Right side. Clear right. Watch your left. Clear. On your left.
Yep.
Clear left.
I'm just going to squeeze on by Graham Rahal there. Oof.
Watch your left. Clear.
Is this a Kaiser roll, dude?
Car left.
Yes, he's a Kaiser rule dude. It's Kyle Kaiser. He hasn't been back to Indycar since I think 2019. But he was very famous for bumping Fernando Alonso, who is a 2-time Formula One champion, I think. He tried to run Indy, but you have to qualify for it, and only the fastest 33 get in. And Alonso qualified 34th, Kaiser qualified 33rd, and it was this big dramatic moment. So, he's on a little team, and he's an unknown driver, and he slayed a 2-time Formula One champion. So it's just, a David versus Goliath moment.
He made great Kaiser rolls.
He then proceeded to crash in the race. So
Oh. Kaiser roll no more.
hey, it's not easy driving these things. Whoa!
3 wide. You're on the right.
I got a huge run off the draft there, and Sato gave me nowhere to go with it. Okay, all right, wise guy.
Clear.
Yeah, Scott Dixon is being real stubborn.
Yep.
Car left. Left side. Clear.
Isn't it normally Scott Dixon's style to just get in first and stay in first and never give anyone a chance?
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Get out of here, Castlevania guy.
Castlevania guy.
That's what his name is. He's a Castlevania guy.
Watch your right. All clear. Car right. Clear.
Well, I've only got 8 laps of fuel left, so I think the AI is going to be coming in here any moment. Up, up, up. Now,
There's
if I
like
was-
no.
Sorry.
What?
If I was smart, I would start subtracting fuel because I don't need to go the whole way on this pit stop, and that would save me time. But we're really not going to bother with that. Me pushing buttons while I'm at full speed here, no thank you. We're just going to take the extra second on pit road and deal with it. All
Well,
right.
I'm noticing
there-
there's no sun in the skybox in this game.
Shit!
Car right. All clear. Watch
Ah.
out. All cars yellow.
Oh no.
Clear line. All clear. Clear right.
The worst thing that could have happened.
Yeah, well, it's exactly
Wow.
what we were talking about with the AI getting so slow, and I can't even
So
get the
slow?
car. Well, yeah, somebody was really slow, which caused a big pile up. I can't even get the car going.
Right side. Clear.
Hmm.
Okay, all right.
But you had, it's the yellow flag, right?
Yeah.
Does that mean everyone needs to stay in their place before the...
Yeah, but if I'm crashing, they don't need to stay behind me.
Oh.
All right, we're gonna see what happened here, but because pit stops were happening, the AI is probably unsalvageable. They're not gonna line up correctly behind the pace car, and we're gonna have a bunch of shit to deal with here. So honestly, the race
How much?
might be over here. We're gonna find out what happens.
Car right. All clear.
It's telling me to stay behind Bourdais. I don't know where Bourdais
Watch
is.
your right. Right
Well,
side.
we're gonna. Okay,
Hold
somebody
your
just
line.
hit me. That was
Hold your
lovely.
line. Keep right. 3 wide. You're on the right. Car left.
Wow.
Still there. Still there.
Warning, driving
See
too
everybody.
slow.
Keep right.
Move to the end of the line. Okay, so I got moved to the end of the line, so we're
On
gonna
your left.
come in and
Watch your
pit.
left.
We're gonna use
All
that.
clear. Left side.
This
Still
is
there.
There's a ward.
Clear.
fucking
On your
mess.
right. All clear. Watch your right. Still there. Clear
I have no
right.
idea if
You
my
got
limit is
moved-
on. Okay.
How did you get moved to the end of the line?
10 second stop and go penalty for what?
Hold your line.
What am I
Clear.
getting a penalty for?
Illegal-
Side.
Illegally
Clear.
passed
Car
before
right.
pit entrance?
Clear right.
Okay. You moved me to the end of the... Okay, alright, whatever. Well, if they hold me right here, it's fine. But no, I'm going to have to come back in and take a
On your
penalty
right.
during the race. So, yeah, we might... This is a clusterfuck.
Pit exit looks good.
Oh wait, did they not give you a pit at all?
You remember how it said move to the end of the line because I was driving too slow? Because I got hit by somebody?
Yeah.
Okay. When I got moved to the end of the line, I decided, okay, I'm just going to go ahead and take a pit stop because I'm getting moved to the end of the line anyway. Well, that's a penalty, apparently. You're not allowed to take a pit stop if you're not at the end of the line after you've been told to get at the end of the line. But see, now we've got this situation here where everybody's out of order.
Wow, look how fast they're going. This is high-speed racing.
So, I don't know if we're going to fix or not.
Whoa, what the heck just happened?
I turned it on fast forward here. I literally did turn it on autopilot here
Oh, okay.
because
Are
I'm
they
just
just not
I'm just
gonna-
waiting to find out if this is perma-fucked or not,
Hmm.
which it really feels like it's perma-fucked.
Because they're not going to get in the right order and they're saying
Right.
you're out of order?
Yeah. Yep.
Mhm.
I don't know though. We'll find out.
But did they say they're going into green next lap?
They did. And remember, I still have to come in and serve a penalty, so that's fun too.
Did everyone get hit with a penalty because
Nope.
they're all out of order
Nope,
at the green?
the AI will not get penalties even if they do something worth a penalty.
Oh, why not?
Just not programmed into the thing. It assumes that the
stupid.
computer would be flawless.
Oh, well, they're not.
The safety car is in. Safety car is in.
All right, so we're gonna
Green flag. Green flag.
green flag. So we're gonna come in. Oh well, nope, we can't.
But can't you?
The yellow flag came right out again. I don't know why, but
Hmm. Can you not serve a penalty under a yellow flag?
I cannot. No.
What if the flag never goes...
Race car is out.
What if in a race the flag never goes green again?
I'm unsure. They might dock time off of me in real life, Here it'll probably disqualify me because that's the stupidest thing it could possibly do that would fuck me over the most. So... Alright, are we lining back up? Is that what's happening?
I don't know. They're kind of clustering around a little more up there. Oh, what? Whoa. Did you just fast forward and spin?
No, I just spun. Nothing about fast forwarding. It's hard to stop.
Oh,
It's literally hard to stop the car.
Or no?
It's a yellow flag. I'm not like at speed or anything. It's hard to stop these cars for no particular good reason, and so I spun, stopping the car.
Well, I thought you were still in fast forward autopilot mode.
No, we haven't been for a while. Oh, lucky dogs? Okay, that's stupid. I don't know why the lucky dog is on. And here we have some kind of fuckery
what is the
going on
lucky
here.
dog?
It's a NASCAR rule. It has nothing to do with IndyCar. I don't know why it's on.
All clear.
What does it do? What does it mean?
Okay, you know how cars can be a lap down?
Mm-hmm.
If a yellow happens in NASCAR, the car that is the most recently a lap down, so if they've lapped from 42nd to 20th, right? And the guy in 20th place gets to circle the field and line back up at the end of the line. He gets his lap back, basically. For free. So, okay, so here's the question. Ethically speaking, if I were to like just turn this thing off right now because it's obviously fucked up, like look on the mini map, you see how 11th and there's a couple of other cars there are just stuck.
Yeah.
We're gonna run into them. Like literally, the leader will run into them, and then that's gonna fuck everything up again. And so, ethically speaking, if this is the end of the race here because it can't get going again, what position do I bill myself in?
I don't know. I want to see you hit this 11th.
Well,
I
you're
just
not
want
gonna
to
see
see
me
it.
do it. You're going to see the AI do it. First place hits it, and everybody else comes to a stop.
Do you get penalized if you ram that car really hard or pass everybody? I don't know. I don't know ethically. I don't know race car ethics.
It's not race car ethics. It's video gamer ethics. The game glitched, and I am in charge of adding the points for who finished where, right? So we're saying that it didn't even glitch. The game has a fault that I was able to ignore for 3/4 of the gameplay, but after 3/4 of the gameplay, I finally got caught by the fault. Okay? Now, what happened in real here is I crashed, right? But what happened to cause that crash is that the game cannot properly... So there's a problem with the way that the lapped cars work. Remember how they stomp on the brakes, right? It was that problem that caused me to crash because the guy in front of me stomped on the brakes. I hit him, and I hit the guy who hit him, and I spun, right? So, in some regards, I'm not exactly convinced it's fair for me to actually say that was a crash, right?
Mm-hmm.
On the other hand, though, I did crash. So, like, you know what I mean? Like, and if I have to start adding totals up, what position do I slot myself in?
I don't know. I have no opinion on that.
Yeah, okay.
Hello.
Oh, hey, it's Turkey Neck. Hi, Turkey Neck. Automobilista is being fucky right now, and I'm trying to figure out what to do about it.
So, I don't think I've ever watched a successful Automobilista stream.
Well, you're just bad luck then, because I have them all the time. But
Oh.
That's all
Every
the ones
time
you
I've
don't
been
want.
here, it's a shit show.
but it's been an oval every time, right? Last time you came by was Phoenix. That's an oval. And, yeah, it's that it doesn't do well with ovals.
Wait, when we did our trivia time, it was a good race.
Yeah,
Right?
remember
Yeah,
that
it
one
didn't
worked,
fuck up
except
at
for
the end.
Willpower ended up flying away. So yeah, and that wasn't an oval. That was a road course. So it's the ovals. It doesn't do well on ovals. So I have a
not
penalty
as-
here, but it's a bullshit thing, and I don't know if I need to serve it or...
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, isn't it? That's just the tail end of the fuckery here, but we're going to see what happens if I serve the penalty.
The pace car is pitting in. Green, green, green.
How is Turkey Neck?
Good.
Are you still no more Turkey Neck, or do you have a Turkey Neck now?
What?
All right, so I have to come
Are you
in.
no more Turkey Neck, or do you have a Turkey Neck now?
Oh, I'm. Bye bye. Bye bye to the.
Bye bye.
Shit.
That-
Yeah, the
So just.
bye bye. You need to stop at the arrows there, Nifty.
Yeah, the car won't stop. All right,
Cool.
so...
That's a good thing to have in a car.
Brakes! Those are for scrubs.
All right, so after serving a penalty, I'm in 13th. There's no one behind me. I'm going to go straight to the banking.
Meow.
All right, you know what? 13th isn't too bad, so I don't feel like I got fucked over too much. So we're gonna go from here. Don't get me wrong, I did get fucked over. I should be at about 4th, but whatever.
What's that noise? Do you hear that, Turkey Neck?
Hey, it's not my fault that the game has
Oh yeah, I hear it.
discrepancies.
It's really loud, actually.
Put my hand up to my ear. Do you hear that sound?
All right, well, remember how I have this turbo boost limiter that I was being nice with because the AI isn't competitive sometimes with it? Well, that's just staying on for the whole rest of the race here.
Oh, okay.
We're going to get ready. Hold on to your butts. We're going to pass a lot of cars.
I want you to make your car explode.
I could do that.
Well,
First car that we're going to pass is Pippa Man. Something happened. Okay,
Pippa Man.
something really bad happened because she's in 33rd now out of 42 cars. So,
And she was in 42 for like 3/4 of the race.
yeah, so somebody got screwed over way worse than I did.
Clear right. On your left. Car left. Keep right.
I bet it was Scott Dixon.
He doesn't ever get screwed over. He'll win.
Yeah. No, I'm saying I bet it was Scott Dixon that caused this whole mess.
No, it was a lapped car. So, Turkey Neck, to bring you up to haha speed, this game has a blue flag system where on road courses it works great, where you're shown a blue flag and you know what that is in racing, right?
Get out of the fucking way.
Yeah. So on a road course, they pull over and slow down. That works fine. On an oval, if you have a fast car coming up and you slam on the brakes, you're just kind of a bad time. And so for 160 laps, I was able to avoid running into the backs of these people when they slow down to the point where I would crash, right? But on like lap 161 or whatever, the dam broke, somebody slammed on the brakes, somebody else hit them, I don't even know who, and then I hit them and spun, and then it just caused a cascade of bad times.
Is there not like a mod that can disable blue flags or something?
I thought I set, well, there's not a mod, but I thought I set it because it's not even a mod, it's just you go in there and there's a line of code, right? I thought I had set it to ignore that, and in fact I think I did. I think it just won't, like hard-coded to not ignore the stupid things. So I don't know, but we'll look into it after the race and find out. But we're kind of giving no fucks and driving real hard for the last 24 laps here. How was your day, Turkey Neck?
It was good. I slept most of it.
Wow, impressive.
Yeah, I only had one class because my other one got canceled.
So I hear that you and Big Papa are planning a trip to a big city.
Yes. The biggest one in the region of ours, which would be Cleveland, I guess.
Oh, I was thinking Pittsburgh.
Maybe Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's probably bigger than Cleveland.
I don't think it's a problem to say that you're going to visit somewhere. Like, man, we'd really have to have some hardcore like stalkers to like try and get a like long telephoto lens out to take a picture of you in a major metropolitan city. But
I'm going to
not even sure if I'll
Cleveland.
be in the city for most of it, so.
Cleveland.
so can I just
Pitch
say
one.
where you're going?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to Chicago in early October, and we don't have to necessarily say what you're going for because I know that might be sensitive. But I know you're planning a bit of a weekend around that, and so what are you planning to do?
I don't know. We have to figure it out. I don't know how much money we want to spend because I don't have money. She does, but
Yeah,
I don't know how much we want to spend. Like an Airbnb would probably be like $150 a day.
well,
so
if I
don't
remember
know.
correctly, you just dropped $130 on something really cool. So,
Yeah, that's all of my money. So
you gonna join me now that you have a steering wheel? You gonna start doing these with me?
maybe.
Yeah, I'll take that.
With the new computers, we can hook up VR to Automobilista.
Yeah. And most sim racing games, really. Most of them support it
Yeah.
nowadays.
Automobilista is a mod, so it's not built in, and I've read that you can kind of tell that
Cool.
obviously this isn't perfect VR, but I've also read that it's incredibly convincing, and I don't know. Well, I'll have to get in there once I have a PC capable of doing VR. I'll have to get in there and see what I can do with it.
I want to try out Phasmophobia or whatever in VR. That sounds like fun.
Yeah, it's fun. We couldn't, I don't know, it was weird. We couldn't really get much freaky stuff to happen, so it was kind of just a lot of downtime, really, but the few
sounds
scary
like-
moments were pretty scary. So.
It sounds like the kind of thing where I'll squeal like a little girl. And
Yeah,
that's,
you might.
That's good. That's good content, right?
The thing about Phasmophobia is it's not jump scares, so I'm fine with it. Or at least most of the time it's not jump scares.
Well, I'm thinking about what was it? One of my friends recommends that I try out Subnautica in VR.
I've heard it's atmospheric. I don't know how like horror it is. I've never played it, but I know.
I haven't played it, but I've seen it. I actually think I will also, if I really get into it, I might start streaming No Man's Sky as well.
I couldn't get that to work with mine, but it might have been because I was using the like Windows Store version of it. So
Are you doing? You have the Quest, right?
Yeah.
And you're doing the what did you call it? The virtual desktop thing through Steam, or through the Quest and then onto Steam. Is that right?
Yeah. I use a
Okay.
wire, but you don't have to if you have a good enough internet like connection, which I might be able to now that I have an Ethernet in my computer. But I haven't tried.
I will want to like. How expensive was that? What is that wire? Is it just a USB to, or I'm sorry,
It's-
USB-C to?
Yeah,
USB
that's
or
all
what?
it is. But it's very long and it's like higher capacity. It wasn't crazy. I think they usually are like $15.
Oh, okay.
You can get the Oculus version for $80 if you want to spend extra money for no reason.
Yes, Facebook, take my money, please.
Hey,
I mean, it actually is slightly better, but not really noticeably.
sorry, Turkey Neck.
What?
Yeah.
You've seen the computers that Artie and I purchased.
Yes.
Like, not personally, but you looked at the specs. Compare
Yes.
those to Big Papa's computer and compare it to your computer.
Me and Big Papa have similar quality graphics cards. It's just hers is a year older, but a step up, so they pretty much even out. She has a fairly better CPU than I do. And she has, I think she has 32 gigabytes of RAM, I'm not sure. So ours are kind of close. Hers is a little better in some places. But yours is a step above both of ours, so.
Above?
Woohoo!
See, I honestly didn't know because I know that the processor is, 1080, 1085. See, look at this right here, Turkey Neck. See, like, all that big
Cluster fuck,
knob
yeah.
card. That has happened, I don't even know, 50 times, would you say, Artie, in the game here? Like,
I don't know
where
about 50, but
I've had to
to
come
know.
up on a big cluster of those, and it was in one of those clusters where just shit hit the fan. So,
Yeah.
And then there's like micro clusters like this one, which, by the way, Takuma Sato, the red and blue car there, is actually 4 position for myself. So if we can get around him, we actually go up a spot, which is nice. And there it is. All right, so next up is Tony Kanaan, 20 seconds down the road. I don't know that I can make up 20 seconds in 10 laps, but, you know, we'll see what happens.
Make crash.
And I got no idea who's winning this thing, but I don't know. Okay, fine. We'll take it. We'll just say that, I mean, as far as the crash goes, let's just pretend that didn't happen because it's so unrealistic. And then we'll say I got a penalty that I disagree with, and that is very realistic if you ever watch an IndyCar race. So, get out of here.
I had one of my friends, when I showed him the specs of that computer, he's like, "What games are you gonna play?" And I'm like, Stardew Valley and Undertale and Super Nintendo ROM.
Yeah.
He's like, "Well, why did you get that computer?" And I'm like, "'Cause I want to run Stardew Valley really, really well."
So my thing, it's the same thing as the laptop that I've got right now that I'm streaming on. I bought it, I think it's a 2015, so it's like 6 years old now, right?
Yeah.
I bought it because I wanted it to last me a long time. Yeah, I paid more money than what I needed, but it's lasted me 6 years as a laptop.
Yeah.
And I go into that same philosophy with the PC that we just bought, where it's like, it's not necessarily that I want to run it at 100% of what it can do. I want to run it for 100% of what its lifespan could possibly be. You know, like...
Yeah. At a certain point, though, it's that the card that's in your new computer in 2 years is probably going to be getting to be standard.
Yeah.
Which is like, at a certain point, there's diminishing returns on how much money you're spending.
Yeah.
So there's kind of like a sweet spot at like value to performance, where in like 2 years, your GPU is going to be very expensive for the market, kind of thing.
Like what I got it at would be expensive compared to the market. But I got it 2 years earlier, right? Like, I mean, that's the trade-off.
Yeah, I'm just saying it's like an enthusiast level card right now. But in 2 years, it'll be a lot more mainstream and be like half the price.
I don't know. With the whole chip market as it is, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure, actually. This is conventional wisdom. But
yeah. Okay, so it looks like Pato O'Ward and Scott Dixon are riding it out for the win, and we're going to, with 3 laps to go here, or maybe 4, we're going to have a front row seat at who's going to win the race. No, we might pass both of them. But get our lap back. That would feel good, wouldn't it? Good. Psychological victory. Excuse me, pardon me.
Oh, are you a lap down? Oh, yeah.
I'm a lap down because I had to take that penalty. Yeah.
Hey, Turkey Neck, do they have Rocket League in VR yet?
No, that would be fucky.
I had an idea for a lab thing in Rocket League where you don't get demoed when someone hits you hard enough. You lose ball cam and you get locked in the camera angle of whatever your car would be at. So if you go upside down, the camera would be upside down.
That's
until you straighten your car out. Like, it would be a lot more skill-based than I have blown up and must restart. You would just be really disoriented.
Yeah. So behind me there is the race for the win. It looks like it's Dixon, O'Ward, and Castro Neves. And Dixon is using me to draft ahead of the 2 of them. But now he just got choked up. I'm not doing him any favors. So actually, that might have just been the end of the race right there for them, because I'm a lap down almost, and I'm on my last lap. So I think that was it. I think Scott Dixon just won over Pato O'Ward and Elio Castro Neves. Yeah, I forgot to turn on the standings on the overlay, but I do remember it was close. Dixon was first place in the standings, and I think Pelot was second, and O'Ward was third. So, okay. Now that the race is over, we're kind of on fun free time here. I want to show why this has been a bitch the whole time, because this car is on just a knife edge. Yeah, Dixon over O'Ward, Castro Neves, Marcus Ericsson, a good Good finish. Well, there's a good example right there. I just stepped on the gas and it just was like into the wall. But also we're getting real choppy, which I think is just because the AI is probably running into each other on pit road right now, and it has to do like a million calculations when that happens. It'll clear up when they stop running into each other.
Is that what they do when the race ends? They all go to pit?
Yeah. I mean, that's what happens in real life, too. I should be doing that, but since I'm, you know, a real person on top of, like, bots here. So I want to show what would happen if I just got it just a touch wrong coming out of this one turn, just on stream, just to get sympathy here. Let's say I come at it too hard and I get out of here and the car's gone, right? Like, that small amount of wrong is what I didn't do for 200 laps, which makes me feel good. You know what I mean? Like, that is where this was a realistic simulation of a race car. The whole, you know, like coming up on cars that are doing 120 miles an hour slower than you, that's not so realistic. That wouldn't happen unless like it was a headline event. You know what I mean? Like we'd be talking about that for decades. Like, remember that time somebody was like 100 miles an hour slower? Like, that wouldn't happen. So what I got caught out by was incredibly unrealistic. The realism challenge in this game, I successfully for 200 laps managed. So I feel good about this race. And I honestly feel like I deserve better than 12th, but whatever.
Yeah, whatever you need to sleep at night.
Yeah, okay. Well, 12th isn't that bad. Like, it's really not. Like, out of 42 cars, I'm going to come away with decent points, and I doubt I'd go down in the standings at all. It's just that, like, I don't know, we were in it, and we were pacing ourselves very well, and we hadn't made a single mistake, hadn't put a wheel wrong, like I was saying, and so we could have been there fighting with Dixon and Award and Castroneves for the win. So it's just a bit of a shame that I got kind of screwed out of it, but that's okay.
So I did a small amount of research on your CPU versus my CPU.
Yeah.
And it seems like they're pretty similar. It just kind of depends on what you want to do. I think mine is slightly faster, but yours has more cores or something. Like,
All clear.
Yeah, it seemed
So
like
it's
so.
pretty-
There
pretty
was an option on it that I could upgrade from a 10. I think it's 10850.
yeah.
Okay, I could have gone to a 1090000, right, or whatever. And but what I noticed is that it has like a higher resting processing speed. But if you overclock both of them, the overclock is actually faster on the one down a level, which is, it kind of blew my mind. But
It is interesting.
so here's another thing in this race. Just let's say I wanted to get to the pits. Remember, Artie, how I was saying that like pits are extremely stressful.
Right.
That's because if I got on the brakes too hard, that happens, or if I try to like make this turn too fast, or just whatever. There's about 100 events that could have happened that would have sent me spinning while I was trying to get to the pits. Like, it's just hard when the cars have the lower downforce and all that, which these do, because like, as you can see, we don't have a wing. We don't have, you know what I mean, like barely a wing on the back. So anyway, that's why it gets to be so hard. But okay, I'll calculate the points, but since Scott Dixon won and since he was in first, I guarantee everybody Scott Dixon's going to be leading the championship with, I do believe this was race number 13. Whoop. Let me pull up my Google spreadsheet of my season, because that's how I do things. You guys can keep talking.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Turkey Neck.
Hey, what's up?
I'm excited for my computer. It's not here yet, though.
Yay. Yeah.
I'm-
I recommend getting good monitors. That's my recommendation.
I actually have a pretty good monitor already. Let me see if I can get
What's
you.
the stats on it?
Hold on.
Yeah, we got a lap back. That was a
but-
good one. I like that we did that.
Do you got, let me see if I can't. I've got a picture of the back of it. Hang on. It's a
Okay.
Dell S2716D6. So let me get the stats off of that.
Okay.
Oh, I see. Okay, so remember how I was talking about how Pippa Man, like something bad must have happened because Pippa was suddenly not in
It was so
last.
high up. Yeah.
So what happened was during that yellow flag when it came out, remember how it was right as pit stops were happening.
Yeah.
People who were behind the pace car ran out of fuel because they couldn't get to the pits because they closed the pits for the first lap or two of yellow flag. So because the pits were closed, they couldn't make it and they ran out of fuel. That's what happened. That caught out Connor Daly, Robert Wickens, Scott McLaughlin, Renus VK. So just that's the story of how Pippa got up to 33rd. But like here, let's compare lap times of Scott Dixon, the race winner, who I was kind of neck and neck with. So he's floating around 24 seconds, 25 seconds, right? Like pretty consistently. Now let's go check out Pippa. 25s, 27, 26, 28, 30, 31. Big problems. I don't know what happened here when a lap was 3 laps in a row were 2 minutes 44 seconds. I don't know what that is. I don't know what would cause that, but like you can see the difference there where that's a problem. So we'll go back and look at the replay. We'll find out what happened to me. You guys keep talking about computer specs. I'm just going to interject sometimes.
Okay. This monitor. Why is this website like this? That's awful. Hang on. Let me see if I can figure out a way to scroll this part without scrolling that part. Oh my god, that is awful.
What the fuck?
Like, this website is saying, look at the specs, and then it covers up the specs with a picture of it. I'm like, what? Why? Okay, let me see if I can.
Another thing about the computer, because you're saying that maybe I bought something that's more power than I need, right?
Yeah.
Well, for one thing, I don't know what I'm going to need in a few years. But
Sure.
for another thing, it's done. That's what I was telling Big Papa.
Yeah.
It's done. I don't have to worry about this anymore. It was in my budget. I had the money, and I don't have to worry about this. I've been worrying about this decision for like a year and a half now, and it's just no longer something that's weighing on me because it's funny. It just weighs on me because I'm not a computer expert. Far from it. And there's a lot of people that enjoy building computers and finding the best deals on the best parts and blah, blah, blah. And, like big respect to those people. But it's a little intimidating when you're not part of that culture. And I'm sure, people are going to be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you spent that much money on that. Oh, or, you should have gotten the whatever, with the number that's like 17 letters long because, like, you know what I mean? Like, God, like, I understand from a marketing perspective why they don't make it super simple, but it's like the LLH192000X0, and it's like, I don't I don't know. How do I compare this to the 192000L0? Like, what does that mean? So, and like, there's a million things. And it's just this whole subculture, which I don't have a problem with. Like, it's I know how to do certain things, and other people know how to do other things, and this is not one of the things I know how to do.
I mean, the computer you bought, like, in the market right now, is a pretty good deal. There's way worse things you could have bought. That's all I'll say. Like,
well, that's why I ran it by you and I ran it by Big Papa, and you got to it first, which I'm happy about. And you said that's a good one, and I'm like, okay, if he approves, then as long as Big Papa doesn't come in here and say, oh, this whatever is actually a whatever and a problem. And Big Papa came in and she was worried about the liquid cooling, which is fine. I totally understand her reasoning. And in fact, if I was building my own PC, as I told her, I would have the same problem. I'd be like, I don't want liquid cooled if I'm building my own thing. Like, what if it gets
Yeah.
water everywhere? But the fact that it's a pre-built and the fact that like whatever, like, it's such a low outside chance to have a problem.
Yeah. Yeah, the failure rate is like 0.001% or something, and that's just on the whole system, which is usually the pump that goes wrong, which won't leak anything. The chances that the actual leaking happens is super low, but which she I don't know. She has like a huge bend against liquid cooling, which is weird, but
Well, I get it. In fact, I remember when she was building her computer, I remember being the guy that said, liquid cooling, I don't know, what if it breaks,
Mhm.
I remember being that guy. It's just that, Hey, I'll finally have a computer that will be capable of running this game at full speed, or like full graphics. Won't that be fun?
wow. What
All right, I got the
frames are you getting
stats.
right now?
What?
Nice.
I don't know. I'm probably
What
getting...
I got
frames are
the-
you getting in there?
I don't really know.
Hmm.
So what happened here?
I
We
got
want to
the
look at
stats
board
on my
days.
monitor
We wanna
here.
look at.
What you got?
Let's see. Resolution 2560 by 1440 at 144 hertz.
Oh, okay, that's pretty good.
Contrast radio 1000. I don't even know what it means. Contrast ratio 1001. Response time 1 millisecond fast mode. Viewing angle 160 degrees vertical, 170 degrees horizontal. LED. Any glare. Widescreen flat panel. It's nice. I like it. It's going on. It's going on Amazon for $689 right now.
Jeez, really? Okay.
Okay.
Is it-
Yeah.
Is that like a third-party seller? Because I wouldn't think those specs should be going for that much. But
Well, this is.
Can I interject with race
Yeah,
thing?
shipped from
yeah, okay.
Bellanot. Yeah, go ahead.
So you come off this corner, and typically you're going about 220 miles an hour.
Mhm.
Our pal Sebastian Bourdais here is at 140. And so the car immediately behind him here is Takuma Sato, and then the red car is me, okay? And just watch this whole thing play out as we go through the corner here. For one thing, watch how many cars pass out, but we're like looking off the back, and he's going to slow down 80 miles an hour slower than the going rate, right?
Yeah.
And it's just like, remember how hard it was after the race? I showed you how hard it was to like, if you get this corner wrong, it just spins, right? And if you hit the brakes hard, it just spins, right? So I don't have any choice but to run into the back of Sato here and hope I can recover the car. That's my best option since I don't have damage on.
How did Sato brake so fast?
The AI doesn't have the same difficulty in braking. It doesn't simulate that level of difficulty for them, as far as I know. So, yeah, that's what happened, is that it's just a clusterfuck. And, like, for 160 laps or whatever, I managed this, and then that one just catches me out. And so from there, it's, oh God, I creamed somebody. Who did I get back there? That's hilarious. Yeah, somebody was the unlucky guy.
That guy. Oh wait, no, that's you.
So that's me. And then who's going to be the guy? Because I try to get off the wall here. Scott McLaughlin is who it was.
Oh yeah.
And then watch me just try to get the car going. I spin it again a couple of times because it's just like these cars, I don't quite know if this is realistic. They're like butter trying to get them going. Like you're on butter. And then it had a problem of trying to order the cars correctly after the crash under the pace car, which was a thing.
Cool.
So yeah, we had a lot of problems, and these are very typical oval track problems. And then somebody hits me at some point under yellow, which is just like, oh yeah, right there. Like, come on, man. Like,
Oh,
what do you,
yeah. Jeez.
like, come on.
I like how your car just does like a Mario 64 perfect 360 spin, and then you're just fine. You're just like,
But like, up to that point, we were having a great time. Like,
Yeah.
oh, and so then I decide, because at a certain point here it says, I'm going too slow, so it's going to move me to the end of the line of the pace cars.
what's
Which
that car doing? Why is that car just sitting there?
he's run out of fuel. So it
Oh.
says moved to the end of the line because I'm driving too slow. Now look at all the cars around me. They clearly are doing about the same speed as me, but it gives me a penalty for this, right? Because I'm not a computer. So I decide, well, if I have to go to the end of the line, I'm going to make a pit stop, right? Because, you know, while I'm at the end of the line here, I might as well get the pit stop out of the way. But apparently, when you have a moved to the end of the line penalty and you don't move to the end of the line before taking the penalty, it gives you another penalty. And so that's when you came in, Turkey Neck, and I had to come in and serve a penalty. That's why.
I see.
So, but all of it was crap. Why did I get a penalty when I was, I was doing what I was supposed to? I don't know. So sometimes the game has problems that cause other problems that cause other problems. And so, what position was I in before we had to give this up? When I hit Sato, because he slowed down, because Bourdais had slowed down 100 miles an hour or whatever, what position was I in? Because I finished 12th. So how bad did this hurt? That's my question. I was in 6th, so I lost 6 spots basically through that. But whatever, I'll take it.
Yeah.
I think Scott McLaughlin was the big loser. Okay, anyway, you guys keep going on about... I'm sorry.
I mean, we didn't really have much to say other than it's a good monitor. I like it.
Good monitor.
Yeah. I think I might
Whoa.
want another one eventually just because, yeah, what was that noise?
On who?
There's probably... It
Hello.
must have been from you then. There was a big, like, rumbling buzz.
Bow, wow, wow.
I have no idea.
But, I might get another one eventually because I love multi-monitor setups, but
Yeah, I do too. I want another, but I don't know. I don't want to spend another like $300 on a monitor.
So, Artie's Christmas present to me was helping me pay for the computer when I ended up getting it, which tells you how long it's been that I've been looking at a computer. Long enough that Artie thought, hey, that would be a great Christmas present, helping him get a computer. So it was already obviously being talked about. And anyway, so instead, I just bought the computer and I'm going to use whatever he's giving me for a new monitor. So, to go into that. So, yeah. Eventually, I'll be in the market for a new monitor. Where's the last?
Sure, yeah.
Sao Paulo.
I think you're not going to get the performance out of your computer that you could be getting.
Unless I
Like,
get a
bottlenecking
fancy
it
monitor.
pretty hard. Yeah,
Yeah.
at least 1440. But I mean, your card is kind of built to be a 4K card, so.
Yeah. Which I think we'll be able to figure out.
All clear.
Although I don't know if I could run this game I mean, I don't think it has an option for resolutions that high. Oh,
It probably will if you plug it into a monitor that high. Like the top resolution will be whatever your system has. So, in most games at least.
so this is the next track on my season. Without, I mean, I don't know. You were watching, so you probably saw it load in. Do you know what track this is?
I wasn't on the. Oh, is this Sao Paulo?
Nope.
Dang.
Funny that you
Is it
said
in
that,
Brazil?
though. No.
Okay, for some reason it reminded me of the corner there.
It's probably going to be on a big sign here at some point, but don't look at the signs.
Is this an airport?
This part is, and then we get off the airport and head through some of the city.
Yeah. Is it Edmonton?
Nope.
Dang.
Whoops. Shit.
Oh yeah, it looked like there were palm trees back there. I guess that probably would have been Edmonton. Yeah.
This is normally one of the first couple races of the season.
Wait, is it St. Petersburg?
Yeah, this is St. Pete.
Oh. Okay, I didn't recognize that.
I mean, the mod is very old, and it was modeled after the 2003 version of the track, which only has slight differences, but they're there. Like, I don't think it would throw you off, but it is an older mod.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to have to set up the car a little different. Okay, I think I'm going to end the stream. You guys can keep talking and stuff if you want. Like, you know, I'm around all night for chatting and stuff with you guys, but I'm going to end the stream. So, past, present, future, thank you for stopping by. This gets thrown on YouTube, of course. That's why I say that. Subscribe or follow or whatever. I don't care. But thanks if you ever happen to... yeah.
What did you say?
Twitch.tv/ninja. That's me. Follow me. Subscribe.
But anyway, whoever happened to come out, which we never got anybody to say anything in the chat, so chances are nobody ever saw this crap, so who cares? But thanks for stopping by. And also, since I put it on YouTube, potentially people will get viewers there. If you go on YouTube and you search like Indycar Chicagoland, I'll show up at some point somehow, maybe. But yeah, thanks for being around. If you were around, and if you weren't, shame on you. Shame.
Yes, let's guilt trip everybody. That's a great way to draw an
Let's
audience.
guilt trip the people that aren't watching so that they really know.
Yeah, exactly. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.